Hey everybody, Coach Abe here, and I'm just doing this short video to welcome everybody to the Beachbody Challenge. Tomorrow is day one of the challenge, and first off, on behalf of myself and the other coaches, I would just like to say that we're all proud of you. Any journey begins with one step, and it's very nice to see that so many have committed to this challenge. As many of you have heard us coaches say before multiple times, Beachbody has created a fairly simple equation that results in success. You've got your fitness program, you've got your nutrition, and many of you of course are taking Shakeology and sticking to the diet plans, and lastly, you've got support. And that's where this challenge group comes in. So don't underestimate the power of this support group. We've done other challenge groups, and 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, you can hit a wall. And if you were left on your own, maybe you would give up. But the group binds together, encourages people. There's days when maybe you're sick, there's days when maybe you're injured, there's days when maybe you just don't feel like pushing play. But that group mentality and that camaraderie helps us to bind together and to make it through to succeed. So please participate in the mini challenges, and if you have any questions, ask us coaches. Get to know your fellow challengers because they will help you through to the finish line. A little bit about myself. I am 33 years old. I have a wife and 3 kids. Very pleased to say that my wife is a Beachbody coach as well. I personally have graduated from P90X, the original. I've actually done it a couple times, and P90X2. I've done quite a bit of P90X3, but actually partway through P90X3, I injured my SE joint. It's still actually a little bit injured. So as of late, I've only been working out about 4 or 5 days a week and modifying. But and that's another thing that you can ask questions about if throughout this program, maybe you've got weaknesses. A lot of people say, oh, well, you've been doing this for a long time, it's easy for you. That's not true. I have a chronic illness known as ankylosing spondylitis, and without going into great detail, basically it's a form of arthritis, so it affects my joints. I don't have the best knees in the world, so there are days when I just do what I can, and that's what I encourage you to do. Don't get discouraged about the numbers. Don't just get discouraged if you're not keeping up with the people that you see on your fitness program. It took them 90 days to get there, maybe more. And your body is just like theirs. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was your body. So just keep pushing play and don't get discouraged. One of the things that I strongly encourage you to do is to take your measurements. And you'll see that on our challenge group Facebook page, that we do post a video that tells you how to do that correctly. Also, I strongly encourage you to get a body fat caliper. And the reason for that is that the scale tends to be the measurement that we tend to look to the most. We step on the scale first thing in the morning and we say, oh, either I have succeeded, my goals are doing good, or not, based on the numbers of that scale. That scale is a liar. That's the truth. You'll notice that in the Beachbody programs, it doesn't even ask you to take your weight. That's not one of the metrics that are important. And the simple reason is body fat versus muscle. Muscle weighs way more. It's way more dense and it's way more compact. So a much better metric for measuring how you are succeeding is your measurements. So you want to measure your biceps, you want to measure your waist, you want to measure your thighs, and all those measurements are mentioned in the videos that we post that show how to do it right. And also the body fat caliper, because ultimately if your body fat percentage is decreasing and getting down to a healthy body fat percentage, it doesn't matter what the scale says. The density of your muscles going up, you might be getting heavier, but you're losing inches. And you might be putting weight on places that you want to put weight on, like I say, like your arms, but losing it in your hips and in your thighs and in your butt so that you look better, even though the scale says that perhaps you weigh the same. It's important that you stick to the program. And if you do, Beachbody guarantees that you will see results. So again, you've got your program, your fitness program. You've got your meal plan, especially including Shakeology, and you've got your support group. Stick to the program and you will see results. I got supersonic results. It took time, and it's going to take time for you, but just keep pushing play. Don't get discouraged, and post everything that you need. Ask for encouragement from the groups if you're having problems, if there's something that you don't understand, if you're discouraged. You can even send private messages to us coaches. Maybe it's something that you don't want to talk to everyone out openly in the Facebook page. That's okay. Pick a coach that you personally connect with and ask them for help. They've been through these things too. We're all just human, and we have all struggled through one of these challenges. Before and after pictures. This is something that you will regret not doing. And reason number one, sometimes I see people take a before picture and they cover themselves with a big fat shirt, and that's okay. You know, it's covering up the belly or whatever the case may be. I'll tell you why you'll regret that. You'll regret it because you won't be able to see just how drastic the transformation was. And I know it takes a little bit of humility, and it's a little embarrassing to show everyone your chubblies, but the bottom line is that's what you look like now. That is not what you're going to look like in 90 days. So take a good before picture so that you can see that transition. Now, another very important reason is, as you may have already come to know, is that if you submit your before and after pictures after the 90-day challenge, you can win up to $100,000. So, and there's other prizes, $1,000, $500. So it's worth it. And at the very least, if you succeed and do the challenge, submit your before and after pictures, you're going to get a free T-shirt for graduating from that whatever fitness program you're doing. So it might be T25 or P90X3 or P90X, whatever it may be, and you will cherish that T-shirt because that is a reward that represents you completing the challenge. So please, trust me on this. You will regret not doing it. Take good before and after pics. Take multiple poses, front, side, back, so that, because again, what you look like from behind is different than from the front, and you want to see all those pictures as you transform your body over the next 90 days. Fit Club. That's another important thing to note. Now, some of you, maybe you live a long ways away. Maybe you're in Ontario. Maybe you're northern BC, Alberta. So it's not reasonable for you to come to Fit Club on Saturdays. But for those of you who are located in the lower mainland, especially in the Tri-Cities area or close to Port Moody, every Saturday at 4 p.m. in the afternoon, we have what's called Fit Club. And what Fit Club is a bunch of people getting together. A lot of them are in a challenge group that we've started, and some of them aren't. Some of them are just people from the public coming to see what it's all about. And we get together on Saturdays for a group workout. Now, this is great, especially if you're in the challenge group, because then it puts faces to your fellow challengers. And you know what? You might think that your workouts during the week are intense. Get in a room with 15 or 20 people and see how the intensity level gets raised. So I strongly encourage you to attend Fit Club if you can. Again, it's every Saturday. We will be posting on the website the times again, and as well the location. And come on out. It's free. There's no cost. You can invite family members. Maybe you have someone in your home, maybe a spouse or something that's encouraging you along in the challenge. And maybe they're not taking the challenge with you, but they like to come out on Saturdays to work out with you. So bring your spouse or bring a friend. Come check out Fit Club, and it'll just take your workout to that next level. Well, that's about all that I have to say. Tomorrow, the challenge begins, and this is not going to be easy. It's 90 days. It's called a challenge for a reason. If you have any questions, again, just ask us coaches. Don't give up. Keep pushing play. Keep doing sticking to your diet and Shakeology. And if you have any mistakes along the way, if you fall down, don't worry about it. Tony Horton is known to have said many times in his programs, Do your best and forget the rest. And if you just keep doing that, even if it's 95% of the time, 80% of the time, you will get supersonic results.
P90X rocks!